Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Batgirl, issue 20, and before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a little update that I have 2 reviews on DarkAvengerINC that I usually do on Comic Uno, which are Nova issue 4 and FF issue 7. So if you want to go check out those reviews, just go in the description below and go check out DarkAvengerINC to check out those reviews. But also I have another update that I changed my YouTube layout to the YouTube 1 layout, which you had to be forced to do anyways in the beginning of June. So I was like, let's do it this weekend. Let's try to do that. And actually, I have a new banner also, which my friend Mark from Quorum TV made for me. So it was an awesome banner. Wanted to thank him. And yeah, so I just want to update you guys with that. But let's talk about Batgirl issue 20. Let's talk about the cover. I like the cover. I was kind of excited for the ventriloquist, and I was kind of excited for her. I think she was an interesting character. I think we're going to see her throughout this whole story arc. She seemed like an interesting character, at least what I've heard of. And very cool cover. We get Batgirl as a puppet. That's pretty scary. If you've ever seen Chucky, you know, puppets are scary. So very good for this horror type of story arc, I guess. So yeah, I love the cover, and I was excited to see the ventriloquist. But let's see what happened in the story. Sorry, I dropped my comic. Yeah, so let's see what happened in the story. So we learn a little bit about the ventriloquist. She's a really weird child, and she is a murderous child, and she is addicted to puppets. So we get to see that as a little kid, the ventriloquist. And then we get to see Barbara, Aftermath, killing her brother, which, if you read Suicide Squad, I heard, the brother's not dead. So I'm very excited to see when Barbara finds that out, and when Commissioner Gordon finds that out, because he makes a big deal of it also in the end of this issue. So Barbara goes to her therapist saying, I did a bad thing, and she's been changing. She cut off her bat symbol of her costume, so she's changing. And but still, she's going out on patrol. She actually finds the ventriloquist, and she tries to go on patrol with that, and she tries to attack the ventriloquist, but that didn't actually work. And she tries to figure out the whole investigation with it. But honestly, the ventriloquist is just crazy, because she has attacked her parents and this judge of this America's Got Talent type of show. So that was a big thing, because the ventriloquist seems like she must be famous, and it doesn't seem like it's going to work out. And I think that's going to be the big story with her. And that's pretty much it. And also we get a cliffhanger type of thing where Commissioner Gordon is like, I need to get Batgirl. She killed my son. And so Commissioner Gordon doesn't know that Barbara is Batgirl. And that's going to be really interesting. I'm very excited for that. But I thought this was a pretty good issue. I kind of liked obviously the past issue a lot better. I thought that was a bigger issue. I'm enjoying the ventriloquist. I think she could be an interesting villain. I like the art for this. I actually love the art for Batgirl, even though there are some parts that are kind of weird here. And I think it was a different artist, but I think it kind of fit with here, especially the coloring with the grim type of Batman art. But Batgirl looked a little weird in here with her hair and mascara running. But I guess it's just showing that she was crying. But she could have had some tears in her eyes or whatever. Maybe done a close-up instead of had mascara running down her face. If I get a close-up of that. Yeah, so art was kind of weird, but still had that type of Batgirl type art, because I think it was a different artist for this issue, or maybe just part of this issue. But the one thing I didn't like about this issue was she talks to her therapist being really grim, and having this really depressing narration. And once the story goes on, she's telling what happens with this, you know, the stakeout and going to the ventriloquist to her therapist without saying that she's Batgirl. But then the tone changes in the middle once she actually goes to be Batgirl. It changes into a regular tone, which is really weird because she's depressed that she killed her brother. And it didn't feel like it continued throughout the whole issue, her depressing narration. It just felt like regular Batgirl. Actually, the rest of the issue felt like regular Batgirl, and like nothing happened. So I felt that kind of lowered my grade a lot, because that was a big thing in this issue, is that her brother died, and she made a big deal about it in the beginning of this issue, but the tone totally changed in the end of this issue, or honestly the middle and the end of this issue. So I thought that was very weird, and kind of took me off from the issue, because again, I think this issue should have been a fallout of killing your brother, and it was in the beginning, it just wasn't towards the end. But still a solid issue. We even get to see the rich girl, Nightfall. You even get to see a reference from her. So obviously she's still around, and she played a big part in the Batgirl series for a little while. We get even a reference of the guy she saved, that can't think, Ricky, which I think he's a kind of cool secondary character that we see sometimes, that he has a crush on Batgirl. So we get to see a little bit of him, and he's becoming a little bit of a better person. And because obviously Batgirl actually found Ricky doing a crime, and now because Batgirl saved him, he's being a better person. So I like that we're seeing references of past characters like Nightfall and Ricky, which was interesting in this issue. But again, I think the only thing I didn't like was the tone of it. But other than that, I thought this was a very solid issue, and I'm excited to see where it goes, especially with the Commissioner Gordon thing, and with the whole Barbara Gordon being depressed about killing her brother. I think that's a very interesting story to come. Maybe seeing her mother, that now her mother knows that she's Batgirl, and see maybe she actually gets the Bat symbol back on her costume. Maybe one of her Bat family friends will talk to her. Maybe in the next Batman and Batgirl, series, I think that'll come out next month. Maybe we'll get to see Batgirl talk about her killing her brother, and Bruce talk about his death with Damian, or Damian's death. So maybe we'll see more about that with that issue. We'll have to definitely see. I'm excited though. I'm excited. Hopefully she contacts more of the Bat family about this. But I give this 4 stars. I thought it was solid. It wasn't perfect, but it's definitely a solid issue and still worth picking up. So definitely pick this up. So this is Comic Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno. In the right situations, I give this 4 stars. I say definitely pick it up. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.